Good afternoon. Last class, we are actually discussing about a new way of life and also how they were storing the food which they were getting from plants and even how they were storing food those were getting from animals also. And also we learned about the first farmers and the herders in the beginning, especially the archaeologists and the scientists. So they were identified many grains and also the burnt grain also, the ashes also, and we came to know that throughout the entire subcontinent there the archaeologists they were found the different the food grains and all those things. Now let us discuss about what type of grains and bones were found in which soil. That means so the place of the those who are identified by the archaeologists and scientists. So let us discuss about the sites and grain and bones. Grain and bones, where they were actually grown or they were used, those different the crops or the grains or the bones. So let us discuss about grain and bones and sites. See, let us discuss through this table wheat, barley, sheep, goat, and cattle. Wheat, barley, sheep, cattle. Okay, wheat, barley, sheep, cattle, and even the goat also, and goat. So these food kinds and these animals, the sheep, goat, cattle, bones were so found in Mehragar. Found in so Mehragar was one of the site which is in the present Pakistan. This is in the present Pakistan. And rice and fragmentary bones. So here a bit of confusion. Fragmentary bones of different animals were found in Koldiva. So the name of the site Koldiha. Koldiha, which is in present UP. This is in present UP. And after rice and cattle. Rice and cattle. So here it's including hoof marks and clay surface. Rice, cattle. So these were found in Mahagara. Which site now? Mahagara. So this is also in present UP or Uttar Pradesh. and after wheat and lentil. Wheat and lentil. So this wheat and lentil found in Gulf Crawl. Gulf Crawl. So which is at present so Kashmir. Gulf Crawl. Kashmir. So the next site that is about Burjahom, there wheat and lentil, wheat and lentil, and also dog, sheep, goat, dog, sheep, goat, so many, and even the cattle and buffalo also. Cattle and buffaloes. See, more number of the different food grains and then the different animals including cattle, sheep, goat. So these were found in Gurjar. So this is also in present Kashmir. Are you getting this, students? See, there are many sites. So after once again repeating, I am going to wipe and then again I will write. So a few more places or sites are there. See here, wheat, barley, sheep, cattle, and goat. So these were found in Mehragarh. Mehragarh, so which is in present Pakistan, in the present day Pakistan. And the same dear students here, rice and fragmentary bones were identified by the archaeologists in Koldiwa. Koldiwa, this actually in the present day Uttar Pradesh is there, this side. And next, rice and cattle. So the rice and cattle, so it was found in Mahagara. So the Mahagara also in the present day Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and after wheat and lentil found in Gulf Crawl. So Gulf Crawl, so which is in the present day Kashmir. And after wheat and lentil, even the dog, sheep, goat, cattle, and even the buffaloes. So these the more number of the animals bones were found in Burjahom. So which the Burjahom also located in present day Kashmir. So now some more sites are there. So let us see that the remaining sites also. So the next one, wheat and green gram. This is what a very special which we cannot find in other sites. So wheat, green gram and barley, buffalo and ox. Barley, buffalo and ox. See here, these two are the new. That is about green gram and then ox. So, which we studied in the previous, I mean just now. So, which we cannot find those, especially the green gram and the ox. So, those are found in Chirnad. So, Chirnad is in the present day Bihar. Chirnad is in present day Bihar. Then next millet, cattle, millet, cattle, sheep, goat, and pig. Sheep, goat, and pig. So here you see that. So pig we are actually observing or founded by so the archaeologist in the Hallur. In which site now? Hallur. So it is actually in the present day Andhra Pradesh. So the Hallur is located in present day Andhra Pradesh. Now afterwards the another one Black Ground. Black gram and also dear students. So millet, cattle, sheep and pig. Black gram, millet, cattle, sheep and pig. So these were found in Payampalli. These were found in which sites now? Payampalli. Okay. So the Payampalli sites also located in present day Andhra Pradesh. In present day Andhra Pradesh. And like this we can observe, I mean the archaeologists, so they were found the different grains and the bones in a different sites throughout the subcontinent, even from Kashmir to southern part of the subcontinent also. Understood now? So these are actually some of the important sites. So which grain and bones have been founded by the archaeologists and scientists. So like that, dear students, so there were many sites. The archaeologists were identified the different the food grains and also the different animal bones also. I hope you all of you understand. So even this table, it is even textbook also. So once again I am remembering you, please download the textbook from Google and go through the textbook and watch the video, and even if it is possible until you will receive the textbook, at least take print out from outside. Okay. Now we came to know that the early human beings, they were got a knowledge of how the plants are growing. They knows that it will take sometimes a week or months or sometimes years also to get ripened. So that's what they were actually started to wait also. They were started to wait. Means there we can see. So before actually they were roaming quickly. I mean immediately after. But now they were start to wait also, because archaeologists have found traces of huts or houses at some of the sites. They found some of the huts. Then there is no doubt, if there is a hut means it may not built by any other animals. It may be done by only the human beings. So now how the earliest human beings, they were moved towards a settled life. Before they were hunters and gatherers. They were roaming one place to another place. Now let us discuss about how these hunters and gatherers, they were moved towards a settled life. Towards settled life. See, in Gurjahom, just I told, which is in present day Kashmir, so people built pit houses. So in Gurjahom, people, so they were built pit houses. So these pit houses were found by archaeologists. So, what were these pit houses actually? Which were dug into the ground. Which were dug into the ground with steps leading into them. So please keep it in our mind. I think now also we can see it like this: the pit buildings, so underground buildings, they are constructing from the underground. We should move downwards. Understood? So how they were now? So their knowledge, it's really wonderful, because when they were built up pit houses which were dug into the ground, so how to move with steps leading into them? The pit houses were, so including the steps, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಅವು ಸಹ ಇದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ. See, these may have provided shelter in cold weather. So just you can imagine why those people, I mean the earliest people, so they were built like this pit houses to get the warm. So especially to protect them from the cold seasons. There was no doubt, because these may have provided shelter in especially cold weather. ಬಹಳ ತಂಪನೆಯ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಚಳಿಗಾಲ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಅವರು ಬೆಚ್ಚನೆಯ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ಅದು ಕಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Even these may have provided shelter in cold weather, and also archaeologists have found cooking. Wow, then we can understand that, so they knows something about fire, the use of fire. So the archaeologists have also found cooking huts both inside and outside the huts. ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೇಯಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕುರುಹುಗಳು, ಒಲೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಹಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಹಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. See, which suggests that depending on the weather, so people could cook food either indoor or outdoors. So it is very common nowadays also. If suppose so hot, so summer season, so instead of being inside, we would like to be outside. We would like to outdoors. What about in the winter season and the rainy season? Whether you would like to be in outside? No, you are actually would like to be in inside or indoors. So here, how they were draw a pit house? ಹೇಗೆ ಅವರು ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ pit house ಅನ್ನ ಅವರು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು? What tools they were used and how they were? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ we required some things to do something. So stone tools have been found from many sites as well. See, the stone which was played a vital role in a human being history. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಸೊ ಕಲ್ಲು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಡೆಗಣಿಸುವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮಾನವನ ಇತಿಹಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ದ ರೋಲ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಪಾತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದು ಅಗಾಧವಾದದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ವರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೆನಿ ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್, especially the Paleolithic tools, and that is why they are called Neolithic. Paleolithic means, already I told that paleo means the old, litho stone, that which are the two Greek words. Paleolithic means old stone age. Then whatever they were found after the different stone tools which were made up of, and then which were entirely different from the Paleolithic tools, so they are called as Neolithic. Neolithic. So what is the same? This is also Neolithic. This is also the Greek word neo and lith. Neo means new. Lith means stone. So Neolithic means new stone age. New. Neolithic means new stone age. Understood now? See here, these tools were included that were polished to give a fine cutting edge. ಸೊ ಫೈನ್ ಕಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂತ, ಪಾಲಿಶ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮಾರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗ್ರೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್. ಬಿಸು ಕಲ್ಲು ತರ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬಳಸ್ತಿದ್ವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಆ ತರಹದ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ಸಹ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ. ಟು ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಸೊ ಟು ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವೇನೋ ಮಿಕ್ಸಿ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಬಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ಸೊ ಬೀಸೋ ಕಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೈನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಅವರು ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಈವನ್ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಆ ಬೀಸೋ ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳನ್ನ ಬಳಸದೇ ಇದ್ರು ಸಹ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಸೊ ಸೆವರಲ್ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಲೇಟರ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗಿದ್ದು? ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಇದು ಏನು ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಎರಡು ದಿನದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. This process, it was a long process. After several thousand years later, at the same time, tools of the Paleolithic types continued to be made and used. And remember, some tools were also made of bone. Already we know that. So, some of the tools were made of stone, and then some of the tools were made of even the wood also, and even the bone also. See, many kinds of earthen pots have also been found. ಮಣ್ಣಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಡಕೆಗಳು ಸಹ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿವೆ. See, these were sometimes decorated. Sometimes these earthen pots were decorated and were used for storing things. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಡಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. People began using pots for cooking food. ಬಹುಶಃ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನ ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಮಡಕೆಯನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನ ಬೇಯಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ancestors, our earliest people, so they were used the pots for cooking food also, and especially grains like rice, wheat and lentils that now became an important part of the diet. So these are important part of the food. So they began weaving cloth. Before they were not wearing anything. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆದಂತೆ ಸೊ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಎಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ಮರದ ತೊಗಟೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಮೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Then afterwards, so slowly they began weaving cloth also. So using different kinds of materials. They were using different kinds of materials to weave the cloth, especially cotton. So that could now be grown. Even we are growing cotton and we are using for the same purpose also. See, did things change everywhere and all at once? Whatever we have studied, the changes everywhere, it's all at once, not quite. So in many years, men and women still continued to hunt and gather food. And elsewhere people adopted farming and herding slowly. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಸರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರ ನೋ. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ದ ಮೆನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟು ಹಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾದರ್ ಫುಡ್. ಸೊ ಓವರ್ several thousand years, besides in some cases people tried to combine these activities, doing different things during different seasons. They were came to know that the different seasons, so based on the season, so they were started doing things in the different seasons. The next class we are going to discuss about what about other customs and practices. So about this we are going to learn in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.